Hey guys, it's Mike Chen. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Wow, I'm back in New York. This is my first video since moving back to New York. This is a review video. A lot of you wanted to see because obviously I loved my Ichiran ramen experience in Japan. And a lot of you wondered whether this place in Brooklyn tastes just as good. So let's go inside and find out. It's definitely bigger than what I expected. All this here, all the way back towards that building, that's where they make the ramen. And I heard when this place first opened, it was lying out the door, I think 2-3 hours wait just to get inside. Right now, Sunday lunchtime, nobody here. Let's go in. Walk in, you have two selections. You can either eat in that setting or do the counter. I'm of course gonna do the counter. I'm in the bathroom right now, and I know this is kind of random. It doesn't really fit into a food video. I just gotta show you this, okay? Look at all the toilet paper. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 11, 12 rolls of toilet paper. And the explanation is the man behind Ichiran insists that we never run out of toilet paper. You know what? I like that. I really do. That's very considerate. This is kind of like what I experienced in Osaka, and this is the counter. Like I said, lunchtime, Sunday, most of it is empty, so let's go pick out one of these. Oh my goodness, the magical ramen window, we meet again. The wonderful ramen mystery ninjas on the other side of this window brought me the water and the menu and told me to push that call button when I'm ready to order. Let's take a look at this menu here. The menu is extremely similar or almost the same as the ones in Japan. So one biggest difference between this place and the one in Japan is that there's no vending machine at the entrance of this restaurant. Everything is ordered once you get into the booth. One thing that caught my attention right away is this recommended set right here on top. It includes a ramen, a refill, a tonkatsu egg, matcha almond pudding with green tea sauce. This is the exact same set I had in Japan with a glaring difference. It's almost twice as much. I think, and my memory is pretty bad, but I believe the set in Japan was around $20 US, and this is $35.60. I feel like that's a shocking price tag for a bowl of ramen. I mean, even though you get a free refill and an egg and a pudding. And even for a single bowl of ramen, $18.90. I don't remember exactly how much a bowl of Ichiran ramen cost in Japan. I think it was around $13, maybe $14. Definitely not $18.90. Wow. All right, this is kind of crazy. This dessert is $10. I mean, that dessert was not worth $10. Well, we already established it costs twice as much here. Maybe it tastes twice as good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the set menu here so I can try everything. Let's do medium. I like my Hamptons rich. Whole clove fleece with scallions, of course, with chasho, and spicy red sauce. Last time I got 10 in Japan. Let's keep it consistent. Let's do 10 here as well. Noodle texture, I like my firm. Noodle refill, they recommend medium, sure. And I can ignore all that because I got the set menu. Push the magic call button. Thank you. They do all speak Japanese to you here, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of nervous right now because I've been dreaming about this bowl of ramen ever since I left Japan. This was by far the best bowl of ramen I've ever had in my life. This is like your first love. You can't ever forget that. And I'm just sitting here holding on to my delicious ramen memories, hoping this place will taste just as good. Oh, my egg is here. This is the Tonkatsu egg. Now here, they gave it to you already peeled. In Japan, you had to peel it yourself. What I'm kind of expecting when I open this up is it's gonna have a really runny yolk. And that's the trademark of this egg. Let's see. What? That is really disappointing. I mean, this is just a tea egg. It's not running at all. It's just standing there. I mean, this tea egg definitely did not train for the marathon. It's just stationary. Thank you. I love that part. That's like my permission to just dig in. Oh my goodness, how I have missed you. I can see, oh my, so much fat floating on the top. Although it doesn't look exactly the same like the one I got in Japan, but delicious, thinly, fatty, delicate pork. I just want to try some of the broth right now without the spice. Oh my God. Oh, I feel like my memories are all associated with food. Although, let me be completely honest, I feel like it is a little notch below what I had in Japan, but still, it's delicious. It's very delicious. Rich, creamy, fatty. That really brought me back. I feel like I could be sitting in Osaka right now and just living out my ramen fantasy. Time to incorporate the spice. Let me try the broth now. Oh man, that broth is pretty spot on. Like I said, just a minute difference. I feel like the broth in Japan, it's a little more flavorful, but creamy, fatty, spicy, delicious. My first bite of Ichiran ramen. I'm sorry, I'm currently being transported back in time and space. That noodle quality is definitely the same as I had in Japan. It's firm yet soft and delicate. It grabs onto the soup oh so well. Look at all the particle of spice just clinging onto those noodles for dear life, swimming in that elixir of that fatty broth. You guys remember that peppermint patty commercial when they take a bite and they're like, when I bite into a peppermint patty, I'm transported. Well, same thing here. When I bite into this noodle, I'm transported back to Japan during the happiest days of my life spent with you. You can't keep true love apart. Let's try the piece of pork. I'm already really disappointed with the egg, so I'm hoping the pork is not gonna fail me. From the looks of it, it's fatty, it's thinly sliced. I think this is gonna taste really good. I have high hopes for this. It's good. It's a good piece of pork. But the biggest thing is I just don't feel like it has a lot of flavor. Let's give this egg a try. I mean, probably the most disappointing aspect of my meal is this egg. And this is the $3 egg, guys. Tastes kind of like a tea egg. It's very, very dry. This is by far the most disappointing part of my meal. So they said when I'm ready for my noodle refill, and my noodle there, I put this here and then push the call button. Ooh, that was quick. Let the magic ramen window do its thing. Take my broth. This is the medium texture ramen refill. Ramen number 2. The noodles themselves. That's the best part of this dish. That texture is so deliciously wonderful. Oishi. Let's get my little $10 tofu dessert.
Dessert will be right out.
Thank you. A little tofu dessert. Add the matcha sauce. Just as soft, spoon went in just as easy as it did back then. That is silky smooth. Dessert tastes about the same, but I mean, it's good. Really good. I'm glad I got it because I got really spicy ramen. And this does a really good job of cooling all the heat on my tongue, but I feel kind of bad that price-wise this costs like half a bowl of ramen or over 2 ramen refills. I definitely would rather have that than this. All right, so in conclusion, is this place good? Yes, this place is really good. Does it taste the same as Ichiran ramen in Japan? Pretty much, I would think. Like I said, I felt the broth was a tad less flavorful, but overall, I felt like I was eating this in Japan. It definitely brought up all the great ramen memories I had back then. And I'll go as far as to say, at least for me, this is probably the best bowl of ramen I've ever had in the US. And if you want to experience ramen in Japan without actually going to Japan, this might be your best bet. But the price is just shocking to me. I just paid $35.99. I mean, without tax for a ramen refill, an egg that I could have got for 50 cents, 30 cents anywhere in Chinatown, and a $10 pudding. But I would definitely recommend you, if you never had a really good bowl of ramen, definitely come here and try it out. I don't make it a habit because this place is really expensive. I mean, like I said, it's not just about it being expensive, it's so much more expensive than what you pay in Japan and probably all the other ramen shops in New York. So in conclusion, Ichi Ramen here in New York City tastes really good, is really overpriced, and stay away from that egg. Guys, if you ever want to come here, like always, the location, all that information is in my description box. I hope you like this review video, and until we eat again, I'll see you later.